And now, in studio, bringing his Midwest values from the Show Me State to the land of San Diego. He's a triple threat, licensed as an attorney, mortgage broker, and a top producing realtor who's crushing the competition. Here to deliver you what's happening in the trenches of the market. Your host, Michael Gaddis.
Good evening, San Diego. Welcome to the Michael Gaddis Show on KCBQ AM 1170 The Answer. I am your host, Michael Gaddis. I am a top producing real estate broker, a licensed California attorney, and an NMLS licensed mortgage broker. I truly am San Diego's real estate expert. I am here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. to discuss anything and everything related to San Diego real estate. As always, I welcome any questions or issues that you would like to hear me discuss on the show. There are several ways that you could contact me. First, you could call me at 888-242-2272. That's 888-242-2272. You can also email me at michael@michaelgaddis.com. Or you can visit my website at www.michaelgaddis.com. AM 1170 The Answer is now an interactive radio station. Download the AM 1170 The Answer app to see what you hear on the radio and save it to your smartphone. Listen and interact all day, every day. Download the AM 1170 The Answer app and enter to win a $100 gift certificate to Vigalucci's Italian Restaurant. That's right, that's Vigalucci's Italian Restaurant. And you heard Vittorio, the general manager of the Lucadia location, on my radio show a few weeks ago. Contest ends October 31st, 2015. So before I get started, I want to talk a little bit about last night. Last night, I went to a Chamber of Commerce function at Jake's in Del Mar. If you have never been to Jake's in Del Mar, you are really missing out. I swear to God, I've been there a few times, but every single time I go there, I am amazed by the location and the views that particular restaurant has. I mean, it is literally stunning. You will be extremely hard-pressed to find anywhere, not just in San Diego, but in all of Southern California, to find a better restaurant with a better location. So you guys should go down there and visit Jake's at Del Mar and tell them Michael sent you down there. So as many of you already know, my legal practice specializes in helping distressed homeowners. People always ask me what makes me so good at helping homeowners with loan modifications. They always ask, is it because you're an attorney? The truth is no. The reason that I'm good at helping distressed homeowners with loan modifications is because I'm a lawyer, a real estate broker, and a mortgage broker. The three skill sets combined are exactly what is needed to try to combat these banks. Of the three skill sets, the most important one by far, at least in my opinion, is the mortgage broker aspect of it. The lawyer side makes them talk to me. It's being able to talk to them in their own language that really helps facilitate loan modifications. So that's where the mortgage side comes in, because I could basically speak the same language as the lender. So I have a message for all of you distressed homeowners out there. And you know who you are. Anyone who's struggling with their payments or has been late for a period of time, my message to you is this: stop it. I mean it. Stop it. Every day I get calls in my office from distressed homeowners that have either backed themselves into a corner or are facing imminent foreclosure, that just completely out of touch with reality. You see, the moment that a homeowner starts missing payments, that you're bombarded with solicitations promising leprechauns, rainbows, and unicorns. Homeowners are so desperate to find someone willing to tell them what they want to hear that they will blindly follow these promises until the point of near oblivion. That's usually when they call me. Usually they call me when they're about ready when everything is about ready to hit the fan. And they call me crying that they've been misled and that the banks aren't working with them, or that they paid thousands of dollars and nothing has happened, or that the bank is out to get them and they have a trustee sale next week. So what do I say to all of this? Stop it. Stop chasing leprechauns and unicorns. They do not exist. Look, when people call my office for a free consultation, one of the first things that I tell them is whether they want me to tell them the truth or a lie. And of course, they're usually taken back by that, but I'm being honest with them because I don't tell people what they want to hear. I only tell people what I think the truth is. So I tell them that they're trying to contact me basically just to tell them exactly what they want to hear to make all their feelings go away so they can feel nice and fluffy. I'm not the guy to call. I'm about reality. If we were in a library, I would be in the nonfiction section, not the fiction section. So anyway, I've been helping distressed homeowners fight to get loan modifications since 2008. Over the years, I have gotten pretty good at recognizing which homeowners have a good chance at obtaining a loan modification and which ones do not. So I'm going to share some loan modification tips for distressed homeowners out there. So all of you who are listening, who are one of the people I mentioned above, you need to really pay attention to the next few minutes because you're going to learn a lot. Number one, lenders are not your friends. They are not there to help you. They're there to assess you. Remember that. Their best interest is their investor's best interest, not yours. The only thing they are doing is assessing your ability to pay and to see if that meshes with the guidelines of the investors. So do not rely on the fact that they are your friends. The next thing I want to give you is, although I do encourage homeowners to seek assistance from a competent lawyer, beware of scams. Do not pay upfront fees. That violates SB 94. You do not know how many people call me in a given week and tell me they have paid upfront fees. Do not do that. That violates SB 94, and I don't care if they're an attorney. I don't care who they are. If you doubt me, go to the California State Bar Association website. It will clarify it for you. So anybody who is trying to take upfront money for you to do a loan modification, you need to hang up the phone or walk away. Also, do not believe that the process is simple. The process is not simple. It is very difficult. It's difficult for me, and I do this all the time. I've been doing it forever. I know their systems. I know people at the bank, and it can still be challenging for me. So do not believe pie in the sky and that, oh, yeah, it's no problem. We're going to get you a 40-year term loan on a 2% interest rate, and everything's going to be great. Don't do it. Also, do not waste time. If you are missing payments, time is not on your side. You need to make sure you maximize the amount of time that you have. Although that the Homeowner's Bill of Rights prevents lenders from dual tracking while loan modification is in review, this does not go into effect until the lender has received a complete file. Make sure it is complete, because their free card is you did not submit all the necessary paperwork. So make sure that everything that you do is completed, and you make sure you follow up with them on a regular basis. And please take the person's name, the date, the time. Make sure you take very, very detailed notes of what they're telling you. And there are a lot of things that make loan modifications more difficult, and we've talked about this in previous shows. Equity makes it more difficult if you own multiple homes, if you're self-employed, if you've had previous loan modifications. Certain servicers make it more difficult. And if you have a currently scheduled payment that is really low, that can also make it more difficult. So keep all of these things in mind. If any of the points I just mentioned are you, it makes your loan modification a little more difficult than the average one. And also, banks will always tell you that you do not need help, but I believe you do. It's like playing a game of Monopoly where I know the rules and you don't. And I tell you every time you roll the dice, oh, well, sorry, you lose a turn and you need to pay me $200. You don't know whether that's the truth or not, because they're the only ones that know the rules. Find your own champion to represent you. You don't know the rules. Sometimes small things can cause major problems. Minor communication issues between you and the lender can really cause you problems. So make sure that whoever is championing you is familiar with the process. And believe it or not, sometimes the underwriters at the bank are wrong. It is nearly impossible for you to challenge them on your own because you don't know the rules. You don't know how they're supposed to be looking at income. You don't know what they're supposed to be doing. Find someone who does. And lastly, you don't have the connections needed to push the file. If you believe you're wrong, that they're wrong and you're correct, the problem is, how are you going to get your argument into somebody's lap who knows what they're doing? It's going to be very difficult for you to do that on their own. Now, another thing people say a lot is, well, they just keep asking me for this document. They just keep asking me, and it's just, I don't need to send it to them. Just give them what they want. Don't argue with the lender. If they want it, give it to them. Take notes, keep track of the date, And the other advice, follow up with the bank at least 3 times a week, preferably Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No matter what they tell you. If they tell you, don't worry, don't contact us until next week. No, don't do it. Just keep contacting them because they'll probably tell you something different the next time you call in. And here's one more. Your dedicated point of contact does not know how loan modifications work. They are information conduits. Their purpose is to give and gather information. Do not take any advice on how to set up your loan modification package from them. That is not their skill set. They just relay information. And lastly, be realistic. Just be realistic with your expectations. If you can't afford, a payment, come to terms with that. So after the break, we're going to continue our discussion about short sales. You are listening to the Michael Gaddis Show on KCBQ AM 1170, The Answer.
AM 1170, theanswer.com. Hear us anywhere in San Diego and the world. AM 1170, The Answer.